Hello, my name is Noah. I am a time traveler from the year 2030. I've came back to this time to tell you guys about the truth. There's a lot of things I have to say. Last time, I showed you guys exact dates of predictions from the future. Well, technically they aren't predictions, but I'm just saying they are exactly going to happen, and you guys will see as they slowly unfold. Today, I will show you guys about the future and how we do time travel. There are many forms of time travel, but the way I will show you guys is the way I time travel. See, it's not some mini device that you use. It's actually a giant room that you enter that's actually a government facility that lets you time travel. Time travel is really expensive. Let me tell you that. It's really hard to explain. First of all, I can't explain all the mechanics, but I can explain the fundamentals of it and all the physics that are involved in it. See, time travel is a very complicated subject. I can't talk about this for a while. I have only a limited time to talk about it, as well as only limited knowledge that I've learned from time traveling. See, the government doesn't like time travelers, even though they have us work for them, they don't really treat us well. We're treated worse than fast food workers. We're treated worse than people who work at in sweatshops in the third world countries. We actually are treated very poorly. So it is the case that a lot of time travelers will actually go out and expose the government due to how much just it builds up and how much anger you get from just being treated like this. And I will tell you guys about the warnings and everything that will come to like this time eventually, and you guys will see that I'm right as like things start slowly unraveling and you guys see what happens. There's multiple forms of time travel, and I'll teach you guys all of them, all the forms of time travel. But the thing is that there might be more forms of time travel as soon slowly into time. This is how much forms of time travel are by the year 2030. I will show you guys as much as possible right now. You guys will see that there are many forms of time travel, and I will show you guys every single one of them. See, this paper is basically like time and space, the fourth dimension basically. The first three dimensions are, height, width, and length. But the fourth one is time. See, and when you need a time travel, it basically bends time into like a U shape, and there's a little space in between it usually. And what happens is time travel basically pokes right through it, and the space in between is actually like the space where you end up. It's basically a wormhole, and your senses can't understand what's happening as you're going through this time. As we're getting better, we're making this hole less and less as it's more creased. But at the moment right now, it's slowly like kind of an open hole that's just when you time travel, it takes a couple seconds, and then boom, you get through the other layer. And when you hit the other layer, you basically come out of nowhere. And see, after you time travel, there's an irreversible hole left over that just it stays there. That's the hole in space and time continuum. A lot of people think this is like a terrible thing. Don't worry, a hole in space and time just makes it more easier to go in and out. And so when you travel through time that someone's already passed through, it's very easy to just go through as quick as possible. Alright, so the next way of time travel is basically really familiar to us. See, this is the only way of going to the future. If you go out into space on any planet and start orbiting it fast enough, you end up going into the future only. This does not work with going into the past. Basically what happens is that you don't age, but other people do, and you age at a slower rate than everybody else. Before I show you guys this, I need to get into a more secure location. I can't be in an area for too long. Let's get out. We have to be in a different area right now. Now we are in a more secure location, and now I can demonstrate to you guys the other two forms of time travel there are. So one form is if you go around a black hole like at a fast enough speed and leave its orbit, you can actually change your perception of time due to the fact that black holes have a different type of gravity, and gravity and time are intertwined basically. And it's a very complicated thing for me to talk about, but black holes can actually help you time travel. Another way you can actually time travel is traveling through dimensions. Wait, let me show you guys how it's. See, this is the final way of time travel. So you start at the very top, right? This is our dimension. And the bottom paper in this are other dimensions, right? So you slowly start having to push yourself through the dimensions to make it through them. You make it through, the first dimension, and then the second one, then the third one, then the fourth one. It's very hard to process. Wait, just let me push this in. See, you basically can go through all of them, and it takes forever and forever to get through all the dimensions, but eventually you reach through the very back and are able to go through the very front again. So like, basically if you poke through the very back of the notebook, you reach the front again, and you are back in your own dimension. And that is the best way I can explain to you that you can actually travel through time by going through multiple universes in parallel, basically parallel universe. See, these are the ways you can time travel, and honestly, I don't think I can do any of them because my options are running out. I don't think this works enough for me to show you guys how time travel works, but I feel like I need to show you guys a time machine itself to fully show you guys how this works. So, ApexTV, I think I'm gonna have to show an actual time machine. It's gonna be really hard, but I feel conflicted that I need to do it. I need to show an actual time machine. So in the next video, I will be showing you guys how to actually time travel, and I will actually be showing you guys a real time machine from the future. Get ready for this. This is going to be huge. I'm actually going to show you guys a time machine in the future, but I feel I have the need to show you guys. So next video, I will be showing you guys an actual time machine from the future. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for letting me do this interview. I really appreciate it. Honestly, I thank you guys so much for actually believing me and that I'm actually able to tell you guys the truth. Thank you so much.